We're in section 3.6, which is solving compound inequalities. Today I'm only going to be discussing the ones with or in them. A compound inequality is an inequality that has a pair of inequalities, and those are joined by an and or an or statement. And as I said, I will only be discussing the solution to this type of inequality works in one or the other part, or it could be in both of them. When you solve an or statement, what you'll be doing is you'll solve both the inequalities, and we'll just keep the word or between them, and then we'll graph them. The graph of the or statement is all the areas that have been shaded, because remember, inequality. The example I have today is just one where we're going to look at a graph of an or statement. So this is written in words. We're not solving any inequalities. We just have a statement that says we're going to graph all the real numbers that are less than 0 or greater than 3. So I'm going to make sure I include 0 on my number line and 3 on my number line. You can include your other numbers too if you wish, but definitely you have to include your 0 and your 3. This says it's less than 0. Less than means that 0 is not included, so we're going to use that open circle. Less than is shaded to the left. Or greater than 3. It doesn't say greater than or equal to 3, it just says greater than 3, so 3 is not included. Greater than shades to the right. This is typically what an or graph will look like. Most or graphs have the outer, maybe we can call them whiskers or something, shaded. The graph are shaded. What we're going to be doing is solving and graphing. As I said, we were going to solve inequalities just like we normally do. So these are just one-step inequalities, both of these. This one you need to subtract 1 on both sides to get the x by itself. We're going to write the word or between it. And this one on the right, we're going to add 3 to both sides to get x by itself. So x is greater than 7. What does my graph look like? Well, I have my negative 3 and my 7 for sure. I might just go ahead and place 0 on there. That's all I'm going to put on this graph. This says less than negative 3, so open circle. My variable is on the left, so I can go with which way the arrow is pointing. This one says or x can be greater than 7. So remember, or statements has to fit one or the other. One or the other. Look at that typical graph. Notice how the are shaded. There are a few where you get some other different solutions, but for the most part, that's what they look like. The outer edges are shaded. Let's look at this example. This is also one-step inequalities where we're going to divide by negative 3. You should have some sort of bell going off in your head right now because we're dividing by a negative on both sides. And we know that when we divide by a negative on both sides, we have to remember to flip that sign. So we get y is less than 3, or we're going to divide by 3 on both sides. This time we don't have to flip that sign because we're dividing by a positive on both sides. So y is greater than 5. Needs to fit one or the other. So I'm going to put 0 on my number line and 5 on my number line. You can put some other numbers on there as well if you so desire. We're going to say that it's less than 0, so open dot, shade to the left, or y is greater than 5. Open dot, shade to the right.